Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. We are just getting started.
Well, Peter, there's goalkeepers, and there are great goalkeepers, and then there's Oliver Kahn. He's in a league of his own.
While he is a goalkeeping icon, isn't he, the man? He's rising! Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
And they're quick to get it back. And this is Ibrahimovic.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
He's picked his way through. Best finding himself in space. Terrific effort! It's in!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Nice leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Foot in. Matches Cunha. Well, this is a terrific run. Matches Cunha! And that's a sharp finish. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. So that's 2 now without reply.
It's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and focus now.
Now it's Eto'o. Pedri. And here's Cantona. And it's Roberto. Now it's Eto'o. Pedri. Can he get on the end of this? Ibrahimovic is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Pepe gets the foot in and wins the ball. And here's Batistuta, knocks it out wide. Pedri. And here's Messi. Great chance! Sharp and fitting, but not quite.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
It's really well manoeuvred. Shifted it to the flank. He's going for goal! And that is doing no harm at all.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Pedri. Probing pass. Well, that's well seen too.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. And here's Ibrahimovic. That is good strength. Cunha did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Great ball, and he's in. And the finish! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
couldn't steer it in. Looking for options for movement. Oh, that's fabulous. Nicely intercepted. That looks a decent ball. Now it's Matheus Cunha. The pass is intercepted. Pedri. And here's Batistuta. Zé Roberto is in a really good position out wide.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Nice looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. He is through here. Impressive jump. Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Threads one in. And he's got... It's Eto'o! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Eto'o really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
It's their second corner of the game. Getting up there! Just cruising! They are cruising! It's all becoming so easy. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
A case now of complete control. Nice do have a chance to counter here. Zanetti. Rodri.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
No way through. And that could set him on his way. Matheus Cunha. He's shifting through the gears here. And that signals the end of the first period. Oh, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might go even wider in this second half.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Nice, seemingly the only team to have turned up here. It is 3-0 at the break.
Mesdames et messieurs, nous vous invitons à prendre connaissance des informations de trafic qui s'affichent sur le grand écran.
The second period is underway. Pedri, he's had it nicked away. Now it's Ibrahimovic. He's got away. Hefty challenge, but fair enough. Defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And it's Batistuta. Oh, a bust challenge. Pressure coming in from all directions. Best. Rijkaard. He is always looking to break lines. Rodri. Vieira. Rijkaard. Best making good progress on the right-hand side. And he's managed to get free. And this is Ibrahimovic. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Zanetti attempts a clearance. And it's Vieira. Oh, well played, well played. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. The message is clear. None shall pass. Ibrahimovic aims beyond the defence. He has found the way through. Can he finish? And he's stuck it away. They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline. That That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Ibrahimovic, he's found a way through. Best. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Baresi calmly anticipates. Alzawa appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Best being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Pass is just off target. Pedri, he's had it taken off him. He's played it back. Eto, and the shot! Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Pedri.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Baresi. Zanetti. Rodri. And it's Rodri. And it's Pedri. Pedri going face-to-face with his great rival. Quality ball. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
To Roberto. Looking for the run. Baresi kept his eye on it, and he's there. To Roberto. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Eto has it out wide and in space. Baresi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. That's going across goal. And that should get the job done.
Alzawa really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
De Roberto tries across. Ibrahimovic. Matheus Cunha is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. And he's found the way past. Eto! Messi. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Pedri. Here's Rodri. And this is Batistuta, and he welcomes it in. He's picked his way through. Could move up again here.
Additionnel, 1 minute.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. And it's Ibrahimovic. And we're done. Nice, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now. Ibrahimovic taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So we're very much on the way now. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, this guy, Rodri, is a player I like a lot, and he's someone who quietly gets on with his job by doing a lot of the simple things exactly.
And he shoots! It's a goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
A goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
That's brilliant control, Peter, from an open height too. You know, it's great improvisation here.
So, a breakthrough already. Passing is crisp and sharp. Zanetti has it in a wide position.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Nicely aimed pass. Stood up well to him there. And he cuts out the supply. Now, can they get him away? Messi. Can he get on the end of this? Rodri. Cantona. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Looking to play him in. He's in a great position here. Big chance! It's loose now, and it's come back out to him.
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Howson. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Messi running with the ball. Rummenigge. Messi. Messi! Oh, quite a hit and quite a touch too.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Threads one in. That's been cut out, well played. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Messi. Baresi cuts it out. And it's Messi. It's Roberto. And it's Roberto. And that interception was most necessary.
That's going in strongly.
Now it's Batistuta. That's a cute ball. That's going to go a long way. Maldini. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Rummenigge. Zanetti promptly onto that, and that is that. Cantona. And they're quick to get it back. Messi. And Messi! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
He's rising! Not a bad try by any means.
Rummenigge certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Van Bouten. Rijkaard. It's been slipped through. And the shot! And needless to say, that deserved better.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Let's look and place it forward. And here's Ibrahimovic. Baresi makes the interception. Cantona, the specialist in tearing teams apart. That's a good run he's making there. He's going to be disappointed with that.
Nice can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Cantona. Strong running down that left flank. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And he's had it nicked away. And the ball is out of play.
Changement.
Alzahra choosing to make the first change.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Messi. That's good play. And that has put a halt to things. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Messi. And this is Messi. And this is Messi. Well, the keeper's done wonderfully well there.
That's just very composed. He held his position.
And the whistle goes for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Any strong opinions on the first half?
I think the scoreline probably is a fair reflection of the first half. If there is perhaps one criticism I can make, it would be the wastefulness in front of goal. You really ought to be putting those chances away. They have to make up for that.
Nice can look back at a decent first half. 1-0 the score.
Changement en cours.
Down to business again. Nice leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Rijkaard has not gone well. Messi going after that. Defending was strong and firm.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Zanetti. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
He's found space here. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Nice looking ball. This looks promising. Messi is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Alzawa appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Well, they could break here. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settle for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Pass is just off target.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Tries to play it through. And this is Ibrahimovic. Pedri. Alzawa are looking to break at pace. Nice have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Changement pour Nice. Le numéro 19.
So changes afoot here and from both sides.
Le numéro 18.
Pedri. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Le numéro 2.
Running with intent.
Carlos. Le numéro 9.
Great vision.
Eto'o.
Tries to pass it through.
Changement.
Zanetti deals with that comfortably. Tries one from range. Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Well, he doesn't have hit a clean strike. The moment he was in that position, you knew he was going to smash it.
Yokeresh looking sharper, more menacing with every chance that comes his way.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Pepe cannot be beaten that easily. Roberto. Into the last quarter of an hour. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's running through. Driving on and making good progress. Driving through the middle.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
A little off target. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Best has been caught there, it's a foul. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can hurt with their backs to goal.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And no surprise, that's a booking. Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit. So who's he going to be aiming for here? Oh, lots on that one, but he couldn't find the target. Oh, poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Showing great feet there. Nice leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. Roberto. It's a lovely, neat pass. And that pass just didn't quite work.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
I think we're just about done here. Raul. He's a sharp little ball here. And the through ball.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
Ibrahimovic is onto it in a flash. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Nice have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Ibrahimovic claiming the man of the match award, and there is very little room for argument.
Un petit garçon.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So things are underway. Rodri, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Looking to play him in. It's Ibrahimovic! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Ibrahimovic really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
He leaps for it! That has earned a reprieve for the time being.
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
Stood his ground strongly. Roberto did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Cantona! And he has kept it out somehow.
Cantona actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. De Roberto tries across. Maldini gets it away. That's a sharp pass. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. Looking for options for movement. Howson gets across to intercept that. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Oh, good take in a good area. And he's heaved it away. And here's Batistuta. Batistuta driving forwards. Looking for the run. Well, the defence proved infallible then. But that won't be the last they'll see of him. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. So it is still 0-0. This is Batistuta. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Cunha was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And there's a goal! Best. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And the counter is on. Matheus Cunha. There he goes, motoring, takes a shot! Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Chance! Goal! Nice! And that really is so impressive. Nice have broken through. It's 1-0.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Maldini clears it away. Howson promptly onto that, and that is that. Ibrahimovic going after that. He is through here. Goes for a shot! And that would have been some goal.
Best can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Knocks it out wide. That is headed for the middle.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. Yeah, can so cleverly bypass the press. That's a good run down the left. So what can they make of this? Tries to pass it through, and this is Ibrahimovic. Signals the end of the first period. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Nice leading by 1 at the break.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to to change it.
Nice are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. And we get things going again. Nice leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Picked out brilliantly, brilliantly cut out. Engages and forces him off the ball. Can he get it? He's having a shot! And he should have made them pay.
Ibrahimovic has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
And he's definitely onside. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
He's shifting through the gears here. And the shot! Searching pass he's played there. And this is Ibrahimovic. It's run loose here. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Real chance! Chance again? No.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Just eases him off the ball. Nice looking ball. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Can he spark a counter here? Baresi calmly anticipates. Ibrahimovic. Quick look, thought about cutting inside. Oh, no, it's an own goal!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
But often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make a difference.
The most accurate pass. He's going to be disappointed with that. And that's Ibrahimovic. Pinch one through. Now the cross. Goal! Nice! And they've got their lead back. The movement so precise. The finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Nice leading now. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And it's Roberto. Nice control. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Maciej Cunha, he is of course well known for his dancing feet. Aimed beyond the defence. He's found a way past. Now this could be a chance. To Roberto. To Messi. To Roberto. Great defending, strong and determined. Half an hour gone in the second half. Out towards the flank. Cunha going face to face with his great rival. Ibrahimovic. And it's Ibrahimovic. Showing great feet there. Zanetti crosses. Easy enough for the goalkeeper.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Batistuta. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Yellow or red? It is red.
Changement pour
Well,
Nice.
there may be some scope for
numéro
debate
11.
over the seriousness
Pour
of
le
the offence,
remplacer,
but none
le
over
numéro
its
2,
repercussions.
Roberto
They'll have to
Carlos.
see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Yeah. Eto. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. And this is Roberto Carlos. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. Corner number 2 then. Oh, he's been caught on it here.
Nice nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
3 minutes.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
This interception, his positioning was spot on. Rijkaard. Now it's Cruyff. We are into stoppage time.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
He's a sharp little ball here. And it's played. It's rising! And that's it. They chased and chased, but it wasn't to be. Well, that was good. A terrific